my name is Alicia Waters, and today I'm going to share a quick general heating flow with you. Starting in a comfortable seat, if you'd like to sit on a block, I recommend it, or a blanket is a little softer if you have a blanket, or a cushion, just to elevate the hips, so that the knees can be about level with the hips, and the groins and the inner thighs can be relaxed. When you find a comfortable seat, rest the hands on the thighs. Draw the shoulders down away from the ears. Press the sitting bones down and lengthen through the crown of the head. And then close down the eyes. Take a few slow, steady breaths in and out through the nose. Begin to find the audible ujjayi breath that we use in Vinyasa Yoga. We find this breath by gently constricting or engaging the muscles of the throat. You can imagine that you're making the same sound as fogging a mirror, but with the lips gently closed. It also sounds like waves rolling on and off the beach. Concentrating on making the sound will help to keep the breath warm and steady, which will keep, in turn, the muscles warm and oxygenated as we move through the practice. Keep your steady ujjayi breath going. On your next exhale, lower the chin to the chest. As you inhale, roll the head to the side, right ear to right shoulder. Exhale the chin back to the chest. Inhale, left ear to left shoulder. Exhale, chin to the chest. Taking a few more half circles on your own. If this feels okay for the neck and you'd like to go a little deeper, with your next inhale, circle the head all the way back, reaching through the crown of the head, so you don't collapse into the back of the neck. Exhaling to come forward and then switch directions. Inhale, circling the head back. Exhaling, coming forward. Inhale, lift the chin, lift the gaze. Squeeze the shoulders up towards the ears, activating the muscles of the upper shoulders, the trapezius muscles, squeeze them high. And on an exhale, release the shoulders down, as though they're heavy. You can just drop them down. One more time, inhale, squeeze the shoulders, lift them up. And exhale to release, have the elbows down to the floor. And then begin to roll the shoulders. You can inhale as you roll the shoulders forward and lift. Exhale to draw them down the back. A few more times, warming up the shoulder girdle. By the way, this little set of 3, the neck circles, the shoulder lifts, and the shoulder rolls are great if your shoulders are tight. You can do them for just a few minutes anytime during the day or several times during the day. Then release the shoulders down, reach the hands forward, roll over the ankles, and move anything that you might have been sitting on. Walking back to come to a neutral tabletop position with the hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips. Gently grip all 10 fingertips into the floor for Hasta Bandha, the hand lock. You should see the fingertips go a little bit light so that you distribute weight between all the fingertips and not only pouring it down through the heels of the hands. Step the right foot back, ball the foot on the floor, and begin to glide forward and back, pressing back through the heel, and then rolling all the way over the toes as you glide forward. Really press through the whole foot as you come to glide forward. The next time you come forward, inhale, lift the leg to hip height and circle the ankle. Circling in one direction and then the other. Inhale to reach the heel back behind you. Exhale, curl in, knee to nose. Inhale, extend the leg back. Exhale, take the knee out to the side, knee to right shoulder. Inhale, reach the leg back. Exhale, this time curl the knee across the body and tap the left elbow. Inhale, extend the leg back. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, reach the leg back behind you, lengthening along the spine. Exhale, take the knee outside the ribs, tap the right shoulder. Inhale, extend the leg back. Exhale, cross the knee over the midsection, tap the knee to the left elbow. Inhale, extend the leg back. Exhale, knee to nose. 2 more full rounds with your own deep Ujjayi breath. Inhaling to extend back. Then exhaling to draw the knee in. Inhale, reach the leg back. Lift the left arm forward, thumb facing the sky, and extend long from the right heel to the left fingertips. Draw the low belly and lower ribs up towards the spine, and lengthen the back of the neck by reaching through the crown of the head. On your next exhale, lower the left hand down, and lower the right knee parallel to the left. Step the left foot back onto the floor, ball the foot down, and start to glide forward and back, pressing the left heel back and then rolling over the toes. So you start to wake up and warm the fascia and the soles of the feet. Even stretching out the backs of the toes, also working up into the Achilles tendon and the muscles of the calf on the back of the left leg. The next time you come forward, inhale, lift the leg to hip height, flex the foot, and begin to circle the ankle. Change direction. Just giving a little love to our smaller joints before we really get going. Inhale, press through the left heel. Exhale, curl the thigh to the chest, knee to nose. Inhale, reach the leg back. Exhale, take the thigh outside the rib cage, left knee to left shoulder. Inhale, extend the leg back. Exhale, curling in, left knee taps the right elbow. Inhale, extending back long. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale to extend, reaching from heel to crown. Exhale, knee to left shoulder. Inhale to extend. Exhale, cross the body, knee to right elbow. Inhale to extend and take 2 more rounds with your deep Ujjayi breath. Every exhale is a curling in, every inhale to extend. Inhale to extend the leg long and then reach the right arm forward, thumb facing the sky. Finding one long line of energy from left heel through right fingertips. Lengthen through the crown of the head to keep the back of the neck long. And then lift the low belly and low ribs up toward the spine, filling out the back body. One more inhale to lengthen out. As you exhale, lower the right hand and then the left knee. Walk the hands slightly forward. And then start to shift the hips right to left, leaving the knees on the floor. Just to stretch out the sides of the hips. Moving organically with your breath, however feels natural. Come back to center, and then flip one hand, either hand, over so you're on the back of the hand and the fingertips point towards the knees. Press gently into the hand, flip it back, and flip the opposite hand, coming onto the back of the hand, fingertips point toward the knees to stretch out the wrists. Release back onto the palms. Curl the toes under, press the hips back, and lift the hips, keeping the knees bent for a modified Adho downward facing dog. Press the floor away strongly with the hands, reaching long out and up through the tailbone. Find a little more length from the sides of the pinky fingers up to the hip bones. Let the sides of the body grow even longer. And begin to press one heel at a time down towards the earth, bending the opposite knee. Pedaling out the feet, stretching the back of one leg at a time. As you press the heel down, activate all the muscles of that leg. So don't just think straighten the knee and pop it back. But as you press the knee down, squeeze the quadriceps on the front of the thigh. Really press the foot into the floor. Training the legs to be active in full downward facing dog. And then press both heels down. Reaching the upper body back towards the thighs and reaching the inner thighs back towards the wall behind you. With your next exhale, soften the knees, look forward and walk forward until the feet arrive between the hands at the front of the mat. Soften the knees enough so that the upper body can rest on the thighs. And then your choice to let the arms be heavy, backs of the hands to the floor, or hold opposite elbows. As you continue to let the head hang heavy, soften the neck by saying a gentle yes, and then a gentle no, and then nodding yes one more time. Releasing the hands if you're holding the elbows. Bend the knees a lot. Press the weight back toward the heels and slow to roll up to stand, curling the belly in, keeping the knees bent until you come all the way up to protect the lower back. And eventually arriving at the top of your mat. Lift the shoulders up to the ears. Deep inhale, squeeze them high. Exhale, roll them down the back. Fingertips reach down into the floor. Press all areas of the bottom of the feet down into the earth. So you feel the balls of both feet, the heels of both feet, the inner and outer feet, all equally rooting down. And from that pressing down action, feel a rebounding energy up the legs, up along the spine, and out through the crown of the head. So you're creating in every moment of your practice more space, more freedom, more possibility in your physical body. With your next inhale, sweep the arms up overhead. Hold the left wrist with the right hand and begin to reach to your right. Stepping down strongly from the left foot, the hips can shift towards the left, but keep the right side of the body long. On an inhale, lift back up to center, switch the clasp. So the left wrist, or the left hand holds the right wrist, and then inhale, reach up and over to the left. Lengthening both sides of the rib cage, stepping down strongly in the right foot. Inhale to lift back to center. Exhale to open the palms, hinging at the hips to dive forward. If you feel the back start to round a lot, soften the knees so that the lower back stays long. Inhale, lift and lengthen onto the fingertips. Exhale, bend both knees, plant the hands, and step back to a high plank pose. Lift the right foot off the floor, hover it there for a few breaths. Pressing the left foot down strongly, gripping all 10 fingertips into the floor. And then lower the right leg down, lift the left foot off the floor. Pressing the right foot down strongly as you hover the toes just a few inches away from the mat. Exhale to lower the left foot down, and then the knees. Reach the heart forward as you bend the elbows straight back, come all the way onto the belly. Reach the toes back, hands under the shoulders. Inhale, press gently into the floor as you roll the shoulders down the back and lift the heart. Hold Bhujangasana Cobra pose for a few breaths. Reaching elbows back, heart forward, opening the chest. Lift the lower belly up towards the spine. Focus on back bending in the middle and upper back. On your next exhale, roll down over the belly. Walk the hands back by the ribs. Inhale, press up to the knees. Exhale, curl the toes under, lift the hips, and press the heels down. Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Roll the shoulder blades around towards the outside of the rib cage. You can imagine without moving the hands, squeezing the hands and forearms closer together. And then lengthen out of the crown of the head. Beginning to heat the body, inhale, lift the right leg high. Exhale, come forward to plank pose, knee to nose. Inhale, extend the leg up and back, toes pointing down to the floor. Exhale, knee off to the side, tapping right shoulder. Inhale, reach the leg up and back. Exhale, coming forward, knee across the body, tapping the left elbow. Inhale, extend the leg up and back. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, lift the leg up and back. Exhale, outside to tap the right shoulder. Inhale, extending the leg high. Exhale, knee across the body, tap the left elbow. Inhale, extend the leg high. Take one more round with your own breath. Inhale to extend the leg, exhale, knee to nose, and step all the way through. Right foot inside right thumb, lower the back knee down. Turn the right toes out to the side, taking the right hand inside the right foot, and meaning to scoop the foot even closer to the long edge of the mat. And start to rock gently left to right, softening the muscles around the hips. As the hips begin to warm and open, you may choose to stay here on the hands or lower down onto the forearms. You can also use a block underneath the elbows if you'd like something in the middle. So if the floor feels a little bit too far away, you can always use a block. And then wherever you are for the last few breaths, curl the back toes under, lift the back knee, and press through the back heel. Scissoring the thighs apart, pressing both feet strongly down into the floor. Lower the back knee down, everyone meeting on the palms of the hands. On an inhale, reach the right arm up and over. You can stay here, either reaching towards the back of your mat, or if it's feasible for you today, bend the back knee, holding the outside of the foot, and press the foot into the hand to roll the chest open to the sky. With every inhale, press the foot a little further away. Right foot and left knee press down strongly into the floor. One more deep breath in, roll the right shoulder back. And as you exhale, release slowly without boomeranging. Curl the back toes under, lift the back knee. Hug the right knee into the right shoulder and lift the right heel. On your next exhale, lift the right heel firmly towards the right sitting bone. Hold here for a few breaths, pressing the floor away. Squeeze the heel up towards the sitting bone. And then inhale, shoot the leg all the way up and back. Exhale, step the right foot down to meet the left. Downward facing dog. Inhale, roll forward to plank pose. Exhale, lower the knees, lower halfway down. Inhale, press the floor away to lift up. Exhale, elbows back, upper arms along the sides, lower halfway. Inhale, press the floor away to come up. 3 more times with your own breath. Exhale to lower down. Inhale, press the floor away to come up. Exhale, lower halfway down, belly in, shoulders away from the ears. Inhale, press up. Exhale, lower halfway down and stay for 1 inhale. And then lower all the way onto the floor. Reach the toes back, hands under the shoulders. Inhale, roll the shoulders back and down as you lift the chest. Hold here for a few rounds of breath. Elbows back, heart forward. Belly strong and long. 1 more inhale, lift through the crown of the head. Exhale, roll down over the belly. Walk the hands back. Inhale, lift up to hands and knees, curl the toes under. Exhale, tailbone up and back, downward facing dog. Press the floor away, reach the back of the legs toward the back of the room, steady the body and steady the breath. Preparing for the second side, inhale, lift the left leg high. As you exhale, curl the knee to the chest, coming forward to plank pose. Inhale, reach the leg up and back. Exhale, left knee out to the side, tapping left shoulder. Inhale, reach the leg up and back. Exhale, knee across the body, tapping right elbow. Inhale to extend the leg high. Exhale, knee to nose, coming forward. Inhale, lift the leg high, toes to the floor. Exhale, left knee to left shoulder. Inhale to lift. Exhale, knee crosses the body to the right elbow. Inhale, extend the leg up and back. One more round with your own breath. Inhale to extend the leg back behind you. Exhale, knee to nose. This time, step all the way through. Left foot inside, left thumb, and release the back knee to the floor. Turn the left toes out. Left hand inside the left foot, and maybe scooting the foot a little more to the left. You can stay on the palms as you begin to rock softly left to right, opening up the hips. If you would like to go deeper, coming onto the elbows or onto a block. Noting that the two sides may be very different. So don't be discouraged if the side won't go quite as deep as the first side, but you may also be pleasantly surprised to find that you have more space on the second side. Keep pressing both feet down strongly into the earth. For the last few breaths, wherever you are, curl the back toes under, lift the back knee to the sky, and press through the back heel, scissoring the thighs away from each other. Lower the back knee down. Everyone meeting on the palms of the hands. On your next inhale, reach the left arm up and over, turning to reach toward the back of your mat. You can stay here or bend the back knee, holding for the outer edge of the foot. Press the foot into the hand and lift the chest, opening the heart up to the sky. Can you turn the sternum, the breastbone, to face the ceiling? Gently pressing the right foot away for holding the foot. One more inhale, roll the left shoulder back wherever you are. Exhale to release the foot softly. Plant the hands gingerly on the floor. Curl the back toes under, lift the back knee. And then come onto the ball of the left foot, lifting the left heel, and hug the left knee into the outer left shoulder. On a strong exhale, lift the left heel towards the left sitting bone, and hold here. Squeeze the knee towards the shoulder. Hug everything in towards the midline. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. With your next inhale, reach the leg up and back. And exhale, lower the left foot to meet the right. Inhale, roll forward to plank pose. Exhale, lower the knees. Come all the way down to the belly. Walk the hands forward this time so the elbows are under the shoulders for Sphinx pose. Draw the heart through the arms. Reach back long through the toes. Press the feet down so the kneecaps lift off the floor and reach the tailbone for the heels. Hold here for a few deep Ujjayi breaths. Lengthening out through the crown of the head. Feeling a stable foundation of active legs, neutral pelvis, and strong belly for back bending. Then press down through the hands. Lift the elbows an inch or two away from the earth. And as though to drag yourself forward on the floor, you won't move. Draw back through the hands and reach the heart forward. Beginning to open and articulate through the thoracic spine, the middle and upper back, where the rib cage attaches to the spine. There's a little more work than it looks. Working the extensor muscles along the back. Inhale to lift through the crown of the head. And exhale, lower the elbows. You may need to scoot back a little. Same position, but ideally both elbows are on the mat will be much more comfortable. Keep the left forearm as it is. Plant the right hand under the shoulder, and then roll onto the left leg, stacking the legs on top of each other. Leave the left hand down, or the right hand down, for support as you start, pressing into the fingertips to lift the hips away from the floor, leaving the knees and feet stacked. Squeeze the thighs together. If it's comfortable, reach the right arm up to the sky for forearm plank. You can leave the gaze down at the floor, look to the side, or gaze up with the right thumb. Keep lifting the hips away from the floor, a few more breaths. Press strongly down from the left forearm. On an exhale, curl the belly in, release the right hand to the floor, and then slowly lower the hips down. Slide the left arm out away from you. Bend the left elbow to cradle the head in the left hand. And then a little test of core integration and balance. Bend the right knee to the sky, holding the right knee with the hand, and draw a little closer in. Wow! So you may find yourself falling and playing with balance here. Drawing the right knee close to the chest, and that's fine. If you'd like to go a little further into a hamstring stretch, take the peace fingers, first and middle finger of your right hand around the right big toe, and inhale as you slowly extend through the right heel. Press the hips forward, opening the pelvis. One more inhale, draw the leg a little closer to the side of the body if the leg is extended or knee bent. As you exhale, release the leg back down, using the right hand on the floor for support. Stack the legs, roll onto the belly, and then release the hands forward, coming onto the elbows, elbows directly under the shoulders. Sphinx pose on the other side. Press the hands down, lift the elbows immediately, draw the heart through the arms, reach back through the toes, lift the kneecaps away from the floor. Draw the low belly in, squeeze the sides of the waist together, and as you hug everything in, reach out a little longer through the crown of the head. On an exhale, lower the elbows down to the floor. Leave the right forearm as it is. Plant the left hand under the shoulder and press into the left hand to roll onto the outside of the right thigh. Use the left hand either on the palm or fingertips for support. Squeeze the legs together. And with an inhale, press down through the right elbow and lift the hips away from the floor. You can stay here or reach the left arm up to the sky for more of a challenge. The gaze can be down at the floor, which is a little easier, or challenge yourself to look to the side, or even up to the left thumb. Hold for a few rounds of breath, squeeze the inner thighs together, lift the hips away from the floor. Keep pressing down strongly through the outer right foot, the right hand and the right elbow, lift the hips a little higher. On your next exhale, softly plant the left hand and lower the hips back down. Slide the right arm out in front of you so you're laying on your side, and then bend the right elbow and cup the head in the hand. And here we begin to play with balance in Anantasana. Bend the left knee, reach the left hand for the left knee, and draw the leg a little closer to the side of the body. You can stay here, or for more of a challenge, opening the hamstrings, reach the peace fingers, first the middle finger of the left hand for the left big toe, and slowly begin to press through the heel to straighten the leg. Externally rotate the left leg, heel forward, toes back. Reach through the heel, and press the hips forward so you're not leaning back into the hips. One more inhale, bring the leg a little closer. And then exhale to release the leg, left hand back to the floor, left leg stacks back on the right, and roll back onto the belly. Elbows back under the shoulders, plant the hands down. Leave the toes pointed back. With your next exhale, curl up onto the knees. Inhale to slowly lower down, reach the heart through the arms. Exhale, draw the low belly in, curl up onto the knees, round the lower back. Inhale to lower down, heart forward. Exhale to curl in. Inhale to lower down. You can stay with this variation, or for more of a challenge, press the tops of the feet down. As you exhale, curl the belly. Lift all the way up onto the tops of the feet. Legs strong. Inhale, lower the legs and hips, reach the heart forward. Continue with your own breath. Knees can stay down, or knees lift for more of a heating challenge. The next time you lift up, stay up. Pressing down with the hands, curling the low belly in. Holding for a few more rounds of breath. Whole body strong. And then slowly lower down. Walk the hands back under the shoulders. Inhale to press up to the knees and exhale, sit the hips back. Arms reaching forward, Vinyasa child's pose. Rest the forehead on the floor. And if you like, you can rock gently left to right, massaging the space between the eyebrows. Moving out of child's pose, rock the weight forward into the hands. And then walk the knees forward, cross the ankles, and sit back over the ankles. Hands behind the hips, step the feet out in front of you. The hands are about 6 inches behind the hips, fingertips facing forward. Feet are parallel, hip distance apart. Inhale, press down through the hands and the feet to lift the hips. You can stay here with the chin to the chest, or if it's comfortable, drape the head back, keeping a gentle reach through the crown of the head so you don't collapse into the back of the neck. Exhale to lower the hips to the floor. This is stretching out the front body after all that strong heating abdominal work. Inhale, press the floor away with hands and feet, lift the hips. Chin can stay tucked to the chest or drape the head back. Pressing strongly through hands and feet, gripping all 10 fingertips down. And lowering down with an exhale. Your choice for the last round to stay with what we've just been doing or walk the feet forward so the legs are straight. I just want to make sure I'll stay on my mat. A little more challenging with the legs straight. As you inhale, press the hips up, reach the toes for the floor, and then again, option to keep the chin tucked or drape the head back. Exhale, come all the way down to the floor. Flex the feet, straighten the legs if not already. And walk the hands by the hips. You may try drawing the flesh straight back from underneath the sitting bones so you're sitting more firmly into the floor. Press the hands down and lengthen through the crown of the head, sitting up nice and tall and proud. With your next inhale, sweep the arms up overhead. As you exhale, reach forward, either taking a hold of the feet, ankles, or calves, or if you'd like to use a strap, especially if you don't reach the feet and you have a strap, it can be really handy to use. If you're holding the feet or a strap, you can find a gentle pulling back action that will help to lengthen out of the lower back. So if you're using a strap, ideally start with the arms straight and the strap taut. So you might even need the strap just close to the feet, not quite at the feet. You can also do this, but of course, You can be at any level, so you might need to strap quite far away, and that's fine as well. Listen to your own body, going as far as you can, as your hamstrings will allow today. Pulling back on the feet to lengthen out of the lower back. Preparing for Paschimottanasana, first finding that deep crease in the front of the hip joints. Holding the back like a V instead of a rounded U shape, whether you're holding the feet or a strap. And then find your limit of that fold where the low back can still be long. And then with your next exhale, round the upper body towards the legs. Keep the legs active, reaching out through the heels and flexing the toes back through the shins. For your last few breaths, if it feels good, release, holding the strap or the legs, forearms or wrists down to the floor with the palms face up. Let the upper body be soft and heavy. And turn the palms to face down and slowly walk yourself back. If you have time here to come onto the back for Shavasana for a few minutes, that would be recommended. But otherwise, you've had a little bit of warming vinyasa, not a full practice, a full class, but a little bit just to get the core going and also work into the upper body. I hope you enjoyed it. As always, stay safe, stay joyful, and stay in practice. Namaste.